I have no friends. I have no best buddies, best friends, hangout friends, people I can call. I have no friends whatsoever. It really all started when I became very intentional with my time, intentional with my life. And it really started in 2021, where I was heavily working on my biggest YouTube channel, which is the Brooklyn Tokyo channel, which has almost, I think, 280,000 subscribers at the recording of this video. And I realized when you are very intentional with your life and you begin to pursue dreams, pursue a career, pursue something greater than yourself, it really exposes the people that's around you. My first instance was I had a friend during that time, and he would always just call me to come to his house to play Call of Duty, to play video games or watch movies. And our conversations weren't healthy at all. It wasn't like he was inspiring me, or it wasn't like conversations like, yo, pursue your dreams, go out and do it. It wasn't intellectual conversation. It was more about nonsense and time wasters. And when I started building on that channel and really trying to grow it, and I was growing rapidly, I started noticing he was acting a lot different. I started getting a lot of sneak disses like, oh, you think you're better than us, oh, you're too busy for the little people anymore. Because in about 6 months, I think I grew to about almost 10,000 subscribers in that first year. And he was really jealous, secretly jealous that I was pursuing something, and that I didn't have time for him anymore, because he would call me a lot, and when I wouldn't pick up, he would leave voicemails saying, you got too big for us now, you're a big YouTube star, blah 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 blah. And I just realized, man, like, there's a lot of people who don't want to see you successful, or they don't want to see you pursue something. They want you to be in the same boat or vein as them. You're not really doing anything with your life. He had a lot of problems. He was going through mental problems. Now he's divorced, whatever. And that was my first taste of fake friends, or friends who don't really have your back. And it started to get worse when I was leveling up heavily. I was dressing different. I was dressing more nicely. I was finding my style. I was becoming more confident in who I was. And then I realized a lot of people around me, so-called mentors, spiritual fathers, friends, colleagues, they would all start like sneak dissing me in a way. Like, they're all shocked that, oh wow, you're dressing different. Oh wow, look at him. He has a car now. Because for years I lost my car a few years ago, and I was walking and Ubering and biking everywhere. So it's like people had put me in a box that this is all you're gonna amount to. You're not gonna amount to anything else than this. And I realized like a lot of people started feeling that I didn't deserve growth. I didn't deserve dressing nice. I didn't deserve having a car. And I just realized a lot of people were sneak dissing me, or upset that they couldn't control me anymore like they did before. Then 2024 came around, and I think this is where I lost all my friends. And I was distraught about it at first, but now I understand why. When God is ready to elevate you, and there's a new level for you to reach, a new dimension, there's a lot of people around you who cannot go to where you're going, either because they're not qualified, or they disqualified themselves in some way, or if they were to stick around while you get promoted, they would be a detriment to your life, to your growth, to your character, all of the above. And this year, the beginning of this year, all hell broke loose. I had lost my car. Well, my engine failed, and I had to spend a lot of money to fix my engine. I nearly died in the hospital back in February, and if it wasn't for the prayers of my spiritual father, and the family I currently have now, I don't think I would be alive. It was that bad. But more importantly, it's like God exposed everyone in my life who was secretly hating me, secretly jealous of me, or secretly competing with me. And these are people who I thought were my brothers, people who I thought were like going to be in my life for the rest of my life. But then God revealed that they were manipulators. They secretly were hating on me or jealous of me. And I always wondered, why would people be jealous of me when you have a car, you're married, you have a career, you have your own place? Well, I'm the one still struggling. I've been homeless a few times in my life. I didn't have a car. I didn't dress nicely. I was always wondering, why would people hate on me? It makes no sense. But then it was revealed to me that it's because people are jealous of the light you carry. And light meaning potential. There's a lot of people who are meant to be something great. You have a call of greatness on your life. And looking back, I see that I did, in fact, intimidate a lot of people. Not intentionally, but because of my I want to say larger than life persona, but because of how my mind works, I realized a lot of people were intimidated by me or wanted to secretly compete with me. Now, to me, I've been majority a loner most of my life. I'm perfectly fine being alone, but there's always times in your life where you want somebody to confide in. You want somebody to hang out and share your life with. And recently I realized I had none of that. It's like everything was stripped away from me. And a lot of times I ask God, like, why is this happening? The Lord told me, well, it's because everyone around you was a distraction. And they were. I realized that I had more free time. I didn't have someone blowing me up every 2 seconds to talk about nonsense or to talk about their own life or whatever. I wasn't spending as much money. I realized like people definitely are a distraction. And I would say I've grown so much in the last 6 months than I have in my entire life, thanks to, of course, God, but also my spiritual father, Dr. Ibrahim Dakubu, who the Lord introduced me to. I just realized because I had no more distractions and I had focus, I was able to grow so much. And I don't want to make this video too long, but basically what I'm trying to say is that when you're finally serious about moving forward in life, growing in your finances, growing in your personal character, your health, so on and so forth, it will expose the people who are really for you and the people who aren't for you. And you realize you have a lot of people who don't want to see you succeed. They want to see you broke, busted, and disgusted. They're secretly competing with you, meaning that they want to be better than you. They hate the fact that you're leveling up and that you're no longer part of their little crew anymore. You're not part of their little clique. They're intimidated by the fact that you're growing. And what I say to that is allow those people to leave. Get those people out of your life. You don't need people who secretly competing with you, people who are jealous of you, people who want to manipulate you. You don't need that in your life. And this is what's called a wilderness period. When the Israelites were going from Egypt, slavery, to the promised land, they had to go through a period where their characters were being formed, their characters were being molded. And it's a lonely process because you're leaving everything behind to obtain a new future, a new reality, a new dimension. And what I'm saying is don't hate the process. Whenever you feel lonely, I remember my spiritual father told me, have you done everything you're supposed to do? Have you read all the books you're supposed to read? Have you accomplished a task that God gave you to do? Have you accomplished any of that stuff yet? If the answer is no, then you have no time to be lonely. I mean, that was a hard truth. It was a hard pill for me to swallow, but I had to swallow it because the Lord knows you can't get stuff done with those people in your life. So when you're intentional and you allow God to lead your life, you realize He starts moving people out. He starts exposing people, and eventually people will just stop talking to you, or He'll tell you, hey, stop talking to this person, because there was a lot of numbers I had to block, a lot of people that I had to stop talking to for my own benefit, and I see why in retrospect why it happened. So currently I have no friends, and I'm content with that. I believe that more better friends will come in the future, people who are on the same level, same path, same dimension as me. But until then, do everything you can that you're supposed to be doing to get to where you need to be. Yo, so it's been a while. I know I haven't posted in a long time. A lot of things have happened. I hope to explain that further in future videos. But currently, I am extremely active on X/Twitter. My first account is Mind of Kyo, and my second account, which is my Japanese account, it's Kyo. I'll leave both those links in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, check out any of these videos here. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.